Hey guys, my name is Alacia and welcome back to my channel, The Sea Life 6. If you're new here, please remember to hit that subscribe and notification button, and also remember to like the video so you can get notified every time a new video comes out. Now it's time for language lessons for a living education first grade. And this is Masterbooks' brand new language arts book for first grade. They had something else that they were doing, but these language arts books are in such high demands that they made one that just came out this spring for the first grade level. I haven't broken it. Obviously you see that it's still in the binding. I haven't had a chance yet to get this to where I need them to take the bindings off of. That's something that I'm going to be doing this week, is taking the bindings off of. And if you watch my previous videos, I told you I'm going to be doing my organizational videos for how I'm keeping this organized for my 2020-2021 school year. But this is what it looks like in the workbook. You have the holes, the binding, and it's, you know, very pretty, very easy to do. You do not have to take it out of this workbook format if you don't want to. Not everyone does. I prefer to do it this way just because I have multiple kids schooling. So let's get into the first grade language arts book from Masterbooks. Now, with the language lessons for a living education first grade level, these three books will be incorporated with the reading that goes into that workbook. So let's go ahead and take a look what's inside these three books. So we're going to jump on in and we're going to talk about language lessons for a living education level 1 first grade and the three adjoining books that go along with the workbook. So let's look at the workbook first. So opening the workbook, we're going to see our scope and sequence using this course daily schedule going all the way down. Then here is using this course, features, words to sentences. Here's your icons in the workbook, course objectives, and then the course description. And this right here is showing you the required course materials. Then we have a note from the author about this course, teaching helps, stories and poems, independent reading, oral narration, and phonics. Spelling, create your own dictionary for fun, teacher's aid, handwriting, and assignments. This is where we're going to get into your suggested daily schedule, and you're going to have the week, the days of the week, the completed lessons, the exercises, and the pages you can find them on, due dates, check marks for completion, and then their grades. So you're going to have that for the entire course. And then alternate 1 year first semester daily schedule, alternate 1 year second semester daily schedule, and then you're going to get into your first lesson. Now for the language lessons for a living education, you're going to get like an overview for each lesson week. Then you're going to get into your first exercises. Here we'll have a teacher's note, review sight words, teacher's note. I'm just going to go through a couple of pages just so you can see. Now, you're going to get into, when you're doing these workbooks and going throughout the levels, it's going to have a picture study in it, observation skills where you talk to your child about what they're seeing, which will have a teacher's note here, and you'll have that with each lesson. And then again, lesson 3, teacher's note, teacher's note. And going through this, you guys can see everything's really brightly colored. It's not overwhelming. Even, you know, the instructions for teachers, like reviewing sight words, it tells you to do some independent reading, some just for fun things, phonics, new and review, more teacher's notes. But you really want to make sure that you're, you know, watching for your icons at the top. Okay, now that we've seen a couple lessons, I'm going to go ahead and skip towards the back where more of the teacher aid stuff is. So in all the books, you'll get a diploma or a certificate of completion when they're done with the book. Now this lesson book has a lot of teacher aid for the back. Teacher aids, how to hold your pencil, assignments, grading options for the course, course assignment chart, and it's going to tell you in this course assignment chart is the skill mastered or needs more experience. And this is where you're going to be really able to go over your child's progress. That way you can go back and work on things you might still need to work on. Here is a book reading list, and you can put titles of books, their author, and the date completed for references. Recommended book list for reading practices. And then sight words. Basic phonics review. Phonics chart. Spelling list. Spelling words. And they're split up into each lesson. And when you see these empty spaces, these are for you to kind of have fun with your child to make your own list up. Create your own dictionary schedule word list. And then there's a little fun page your child can color on, and they can write their name at the bottom. Creating your own dictionary pages. So again, this is to help your child learn to read, learn to do their spelling words by being able to create their pictures and their sentences themselves. It helps them retain information better when they do it that way. Don't mind if you hear my kids upstairs bouncing around. They're getting ready for bed. These pages are sticking together on me. I'm just really wanting to give you guys a complete page by page overview of the level 1 workbook. I really love how they took the time to put all this extras into the book. Then activities and games, days of the week, months of the year, memory matching game, alphabet memory game. Assignments as nouns, proper nouns, and pronouns. Action verb charades, fun with sentence drawing game. Alphabet practice. This is something you can have laminated so you can use over and over again. Vowel practice. Copy work practice. Word vowel practice. Copy work practice. And then here's going to be your answer keys if you need an answer key for anything. And then this page is just going to show you all the language lessons for a living education that Masterbook offers. So they go from level 1 to level 6. So that is the language book itself. Now let's take a look at the course materials that are required. So here are one of the books. And they're very colorful, they're very well made. And these are going to be used throughout the lesson book. These are very sturdy pages, which I like because my kids are very rough on books. So I only had to buy this set one time, and then when my 2 younger kids come up for level 1, I'll only have to purchase the workbook. Very, very colorful. Here's the second book. And this is actually cute. It's a little pop-up book. You know, kids love pop-up books. Very well made, very sturdy. My little dude, if you can see the crease lines, has already been looking at this book before we start. He was so excited when he got it in the mail. And that's the second book. And then there is the third book, which my son absolutely loves because there's a dinosaur in it. It's a dinosaur kid. And this is going to be one that opens up. So it's like, this is a little map. My son thought this was so cool. He's like, my book has a map. I'm like, I know. I actually don't know who is more excited about this, me or my 6-year-old. Oh, is this one? Does this? No, it just flops down. And these are the course materials that are required when you're doing the language lessons for a living education. I hope you all liked the overview review. If you have any questions, please comment in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to answer any questions that you may have.